Gilgamesh and Enkidu clash with the bull of heaven. In the aftermath of their triumphant return from the cedar forest, where they had vanquished the fearsome Humbaba, Gilgamesh and Enkidu basked in the glory of their heroic deeds. The citizens of Uruk hailed them as saviors, their names sung in songs that echoed through the bustling streets. But amid the celebrations, a storm was brewing in the divine realms, one that would soon bring chaos and despair to the great city of Uruk. Ishtar, the goddess of love and war, looked down upon the festivities with a mixture of admiration and desire. She had been captivated by Gilgamesh's valor and beauty, and a burning desire to possess him consumed her. With a heart full of passion and a mind set on her goal, Ishtar descended to the earth, her divine presence radiant and overwhelming. Clad in shimmering garments that sparkled like the stars, Ishtar approached Gilgamesh in the grand hall of Uruk. Her eyes, filled with an intense longing, met his as she spoke in a voice as sweet as honey.
Gilgamesh, mightiest of kings, hero of Uruk, I offer you my hand in marriage. Together we shall rule the heavens and the earth. I will bestow upon you untold wealth and power. You will be immortalized in the annals of history as my consort.
Gilgamesh, taken aback by the goddess's proposal, felt a surge of pride but also a deep wariness. He knew all too well the tales of Ishtar's capricious nature and the fate of her former lovers. With a firm resolve, he responded,
Great Ishtar, your offer is tempting, but I cannot accept. I have seen the fate of your previous lovers. Tammuz, the lover of your youth, turned to a bird with a broken wing. The shepherd you loved, who was transformed into a wolf, and the gardener who tended your date palms turned into a mole. I do not wish to share their fate. I will not be another victim of your whims.
Ishtar's face darkened with fury at his rejection. Her eyes blazed with anger as she ascended to the heavens, determined to exact her revenge. She stormed into the presence of her father, Anu, the sky god, her voice trembling with rage.
Father, grant me the bull of heaven to punish Gilgamesh for his insolence. He has insulted me, and I demand retribution.
Anu, hesitant and cautious, responded,
My daughter, the bull of heaven is a creature of immense power. If I release it upon Uruk, it will bring great devastation. The rivers will dry up, the fields will wither, and countless lives will be lost. Are you sure this is what you desire?
Ishtar, undeterred, threatened her father.
If you do not grant me the bull of heaven, I will unleash the dead to consume the living. The cries of the tormented will echo through the land until justice is served.
Reluctantly, Anu acquiesced, and the bull of heaven was released upon Uruk. The earth trembled as the monstrous beast descended from the sky, its eyes burning with a fierce light. As its hooves touched the ground, the very air seemed to crackle with divine energy. It roared, a deafening sound that echoed through the valleys and over the plains, causing earthquakes that shattered the city walls and sent towers crashing down. The ground split open in great chasms, swallowing buildings and turning once stable streets into treacherous paths. The rivers that had long nourished the fields of Uruk dried up instantly, leaving the land parched and barren. Crops withered under the relentless heat, and the once thriving gardens turned to dust. The people of Uruk, gripped by terror, fled in all directions, their cries of despair rising to the heavens. The bull of heaven, its massive form casting a shadow over the desolate landscape, roamed with unrestrained fury, smashing everything in its path. Gilgamesh and Enkidu, alarmed by the chaos, rushed to the scene. They saw the bull of heaven wreaking havoc, its massive form towering over the city. Without hesitation, They prepared for battle, their hearts steeled by the bond of friendship and the determination to protect their people. The battle was fierce and brutal, a clash of titanic forces that shook the very foundations of Uruk. The Bull of Heaven, eyes blazing with celestial fury, charged at them with a deafening roar, its hooves pounding the earth and creating fissures and chasms that snaked through the city streets. The ground trembled with each thunderous step, sending shockwaves that toppled remaining structures and threatened to swallow those who dared to stand their ground. Gilgamesh and Enkidu, undeterred by the chaos around them, stood shoulder to shoulder, their faces set with grim determination. Their weapons, shimmering with the brilliance of the sun, caught the light with each precise movement. They fought valiantly, their coordination impeccable as they moved in perfect harmony. Each attack was met with a fierce parry, each strike a testament to their unbreakable bond. Enkidu's wild strength complemented Gilgamesh's calculated precision, creating a symphony of steel and sweat. The beast's roars mingled with their shouts of defiance, an epic struggle of mortals against the wrath of the gods. Gilgamesh, channeling his unparalleled strength and warrior's prowess, landed a devastating blow to the Bull of Heaven, causing the formidable beast to stagger. Seizing the opportunity, Enkidu unleashed a mighty strike that drove the celestial creature to its knees. The citizens of Uruk, their eyes wide with amazement and their hearts full of pride, watched as their champions confronted the divine menace. With a final, conclusive blow, Gilgamesh and Enkidu felled the Bull of Heaven. The earth quaked as the colossal beast collapsed, its lifeless form settling into the dust. Enkidu, consumed by a victorious fervor, tore off the bull's hindquarters and hurled them towards Ishtar, who observed from the city's walls.
"Behold how we treat those of your kind,"
he proclaimed, his voice reverberating through the streets, leaving the people of Uruk in awe of their hero's triumph. Ishtar, humiliated and enraged, fled to the heavens, vowing revenge. But the immediate threat was over. Gilgamesh and Enkidu stood victorious, their bond stronger than ever. The city of Uruk rejoiced, celebrating the heroes who had saved them once again. However, the gods were not pleased. They convened in the divine assembly, their faces stern and voices grave.
Gilgamesh and Enkidu have overstayed their bounds.
One god declared.
They have killed the Bull of Heaven, in act of defiance against the gods themselves.
Anu, still reluctant but bound by the will of the assembly, decreed that one of the heroes must be punished.
Enkidu must pay for their transgression,
he said, his voice heavy with sorrow. That night, Enkidu was plagued by foreboding dreams, visions that chilled him to the core. He saw himself standing before the gods, their faces stern and unforgiving, as they pronounced his doom. Trembling, he recounted these dreams to Gilgamesh, his voice thick with dread.
"My brother,"
he whispered,
"I fear my time is near. The gods are angry, and I must pay the price for our actions."
Despite Gilgamesh's earnest attempts to console and shield him, Enkidu's condition worsened. He fell gravely ill, his once formidable physique reduced to a shadow of its former strength. Day by day he languished, his body weakening, his spirit dimming. Gilgamesh, stricken with grief, never left his side. His heart shattered as he watched his dearest friend suffer. He prayed fervently to the gods, offering sacrifices and imploring for their mercy, but his desperate pleas were met with silence. The weight of helplessness bore down on him as he realized he could not save his beloved companion. In his final moments, Enkidu spoke to Gilgamesh, his voice a whisper.
"My brother, do not grieve. Our friendship has given me a life worth living. I have no regrets."
With those final, heart-wrenching words, Enkidu breathed his last breath. Gilgamesh, engulfed by an overwhelming wave of sorrow, cradled his friend's lifeless body in his arms, his tears flowing freely, mingling with the dust. The city of Uruk was plunged into mourning, the air heavy with the sorrow of its people, who had lost a valiant hero. But no grief could match that of Gilgamesh, whose heart was shattered by the loss of his closest companion, his brother in spirit. He held Enkidu tightly, the weight of his passing pressing down on him, as he wept for the irreplaceable bond they had shared, and for the future adventures that would never come to pass. Gilgamesh ordered a grand funeral for Enkidu, summoning all the artisans and craftsmen of Uruk to create a magnificent statue in his honor. The people of the city gathered to mourn their fallen hero, their voices rising in a chorus of sorrow. Gilgamesh himself led the procession, his regal bearing marked by profound grief. He called upon the gods and goddesses to bless Enkidu's soul and guide him in the afterlife. The streets of Uruk were filled with lamentations as they carried Enkidu's body to its final resting place, where offerings of food, drink, and precious items were placed around him. Gilgamesh's tears flowed freely, his heart aching with the loss of his dearest friend. The grand funeral served as a testament to Enkidu's bravery and the deep bond between the two heroes, immortalizing their friendship in the annals of Uruk's history. Enkidu's death marked a turning point in Gilgamesh's life. Consumed by sorrow and fear of his own mortality, he embarked on a quest to find the secret of eternal life. His journey would take him to the ends of the earth, through unimaginable trials and revelations. As Gilgamesh set out on his new adventure, the bond forged with Enkidu remained a guiding light, a testament to the power of friendship and the enduring legacy of their epic deeds. The story of Gilgamesh and Enkidu continued to be told, inspiring generations with their bravery, camaraderie, and the relentless pursuit of immortality. Join us next time as Gilgamesh encounters new trials and tribulations, faces formidable foes, and delves deeper into the mysteries of life and death. Don't miss the next thrilling installment of the Epic of Gilgamesh. If you enjoyed this journey, please like, subscribe, and share with fellow adventurers. Stay tuned for more epic tales of heroism and friendship.
There is no permanence. Do we build a house to stand forever? Do we seal a contract to hold for all time? Do brothers divide an inheritance to keep forever? Does the flood time of rivers endure? It is only the nymph of the dragonfly who sheds her larva and sees the sun in his glory. From the days of old there is no permanence. The sleeping and the dead, how alike they are like a painted death.